Here's the 2017 Valley of the Sun stage race. What you're seeing right now is the time trial, and I'm finally passing my 30-second man. We're about 2K from the finish or whatever. As I passed him, apparently he got a little proud and decided to pick up his pace. Now, I was feeling really sick. I had been really sick all week, missed a couple days of work, was on some antibiotics, and I still have a touch of the cold right now. So when he went by me, I just let him go, and I was having a bad day. I was about 70 watts below what I know that I can do, and it was just rough. Now, also on the day, it was really windy. I had a 90 millimeter front wheel, and I was just getting pushed all over the place, which is fine. I mean, it never felt dangerous. I was just, moving quite a bit. So here I am. I'm about to catch him again for the second time, and when he looks back, he gives me a match, which means it just gave me some motivation to just pick it up. I mean, we're within a K, and normally, even when I have a good time trial, that last kilometer, I could usually push out 500 watts. But as you see on this day, I was just dying. Right here, we're going into a pretty stiff head crosswind from the left, and even though it's slightly downhill at the finish, I just could not get the kind of speed I'd expect to get normally. And believe me, I was dying, because when I got to this point, I almost went the wrong way. I couldn't tell what the sign was saying, and well. Anyway, despite having a bad day, being sick, I was good enough for second place. I was about 30 seconds off the leader, something like that. And so going into day two, being sick, this is exactly the weather I needed. Super, super windy again, like gusty, like twisting all over the place, and wet. So you're joining the video here about 2/3 of the way through the second lap. The rain had stopped at this point, picks up again later, but man, it was pretty wet, pretty nasty. The bike was filthy after the race. Had to take my visor off my helmet so I could see, and anyway, it was bad. The road race is actually pretty dull. There's only one place something can happen. Like, for example, Tony right here, he's trying to make something happen, but the wind is just either completely at her back or completely at her front, or it's a decent downhill. So there's nowhere to make anything happen except on the very end of the race where it's uphill. Here we come into the second corner. The road was kind of bad. I was really happy that all the guys in my group were super cautious and no crashes. There were some twitchy guys, and in just a minute here you're going to see the rumble strip that almost caused a crash on each lap, but nobody in my group went down. We had some flats. My brother-in-law throughout all of this is, the first lap was right behind me, and he tore his quad, or not his quad, he tore his calf, and couldn't finish the race, which is an absolute bummer, because this was a big race for him. It was like his A race for the year. So anyway, sorry, Gene, it sucks. Did my best to fill your shoes here and do the best I could for you. So anyway, here we come into the last corner. Now this lap right here, it's a KOM sprint. There's a time bonus, and I don't have a huge gap on the guy behind me. I wanted to make sure he did not get some time on me. So I'm just hiding from the wind. I'm against the very edge of the road, hoping I don't get bumped off. There's my buddy Buzz here on my left, and just making my way up the hill, just trying to stay safe, trying to be smart. I'm waiting for the third lap where I can maybe do something. So here we are, coming up towards the top. I had done a bunch of work, just trying to make sure that the guy that was behind me didn't get any time bonuses. We come across the finish line right there. There's one lap left. In my mind, I'm thinking I would like to maybe see if I can get away. There's a small break ahead of us, and this guy seems like he's interested in catching him. So, because of the hill, there's a gap. I follow him. We catch the group, and we get reeled in. So I burned some matches. Didn't end up working out for me. So here's the leader right here in front of me. He's a 17-year-old high school kid. He didn't want to race with the juniors because he didn't feel it was safe. He was smart. There was some nasty crashes in the juniors race. Took the ambulances better part of an hour to clean up all the carnage. Anyway, he's doing right here what Tom Danielson had advised me to do, and that is take it to the race, make it a bloodbath, and just shake it out. Now, he's not doing exactly like Tom had advised me. He's, punch and look, and not just burying it, but he's causing some damage. And I'm hurting. I'm not putting out very much power for what I can usually do, but I'm just not feeling very good. I feel better than I did the day before, but man, there's over 3K to go to the top, and it's about to get steep, and I'm dying. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just trying to find wheels to follow. 419 right here in front of me. He was really strong the first time up there, the second time up the hill, so I'm thinking I can follow him. And the leader, Terrel is his name, Tyrell. I mean, he just keeps punching and attacking, and I keep moving up. And I remember thinking, maybe he's just going to blow up. I saw him on the downhill side. He wasn't very strong downhill. He was trying to chase down some stuff. But no, the kid was strong. The whole last lap, he was really aggressive. And I got to hand it to him. The kid did really good. Anyway, here we are. The kid puts in a big attack right here, and I'm just following wheels and picked the wrong ones. Pretty good size gap. And at this point, my chance of winning the stage is over. And I was feeling pretty bad because when I came in second for the time trial, I had such a horrible day. I didn't feel like I deserved to be in second in the GC. And there were some strong riders in this group, like the guy in front of me. That guy, he put in some big attacks, both in this stage, winning the KOM, and he won 2 preems in the criterium. This number 408, he's the guy right behind me. But at this point, I'm done, and he just goes, and I couldn't follow. So I'm just trying to limit my damage. I remember thinking, well, I can't win the stage, but I'll still be in second, I hope. And the guy in second, he won't get but maybe 1 or 2 seconds on me, and the time bonuses he won't get. So anyway, get up to the top of the hill. I end up passing this guy, finding a little bit of second wind, and I closed some gaps, but ended up coming in actually 8th. I was 7th right here. The guy that I really needed to watch was 2 wheels in front of me, so he had like a second on me. And this guy right here, his name's Ryan, big dude, lost a ton of weight. He's in good shape. Kind of excited to see him do so well. So here's the crit. Going into day 3, I'm 16 seconds up from the 3rd place guy and about 50 seconds down from first. So in this crit, nobody's going to get away. It's been raining on and off all day, kind of windy on one back half side, and I was feeling stronger on the bike, but I'm still not feeling very good. In fact, the morning of the race, I got up and ate breakfast, just felt horrible, took a nap, and oh man, I gotta tell you, if I could use the neti pot on the bike during the race, I would have, because it just didn't feel good. Never had so much snot come out of my head. Anyway, we're gonna watch the first lap right here. These guys, they keep. There's some guys in the front just dictating the pace, and I was left reacting, and that's just not the right way to do it. I mean, I kept thinking back to what Tom Danielson had told me. He gave me some really strong advice right before the road race, and that is, in these amateur races, you've got to make it a bloodbath, and then just see how it shakes out. And I'm just reacting, and it's hard. And I remember thinking that, oh man, this is going to be a long day. But, the truth is I'm a big rider, but I only look fat next to other cyclists, so whatever, I'm going to move up, I'm going to take this. So I end up moving up, just getting positioned a little better, just getting a feel for the course. I actually didn't get a chance to preview the course. I'd never done the full thing. I'd done half of it before, and being in a downtown that I wasn't familiar with, I was kind of disoriented and wasn't sure which way was what. So the first two laps, I was just left reacting to everybody. So here we come on the long straightaway. It's a really long sprint to the finish. I like this course. It's got big wide turns. This long stretch of a straightaway actually really suits my power profile. And anyway, I just, feeling my way around. So here we are. Still kind of on my back foot. The guys up front just, dictating the pace. I decided to move up and get a little aggressive and just get a little bit more comfortable. Now, what we've got coming up right here is we got a preem lap coming up pretty soon, and I've only done a handful of crits. I've never won a preem before, so it's about to get a little punchy, and I just decide I'm going to make it stick. I'm going to make it a bloodbath. All I need to do to finish second is finish the race. Make sure that the guy up there on the right does not get 16 seconds on me, which I can follow a wheel on a flat ground. I can follow a wheel pretty well. So here we go. Here's the first preem lap, and I'm just following. There's one guy up front off on his own, and I just decide that, what, these guys, I can take these guys. So I go around them and put $50 in my pocket. That was pretty cool. First preem I've ever won. And after this, I cross the finish line, and there's a lull, so I just keep going. And I spent about 2 laps off with, there's one guy and then another guy joins us, but both of them, they couldn't quite keep the pace up. Let me get a break, but the pace would drop, and we got reeled in, which was fine. Anyway, second preem's coming up here pretty quick. I sprint around some people to get it, and pretty happy with how the whole thing turned out. So this guy right here, number 408, he's just behind me in the standings. He's really the only guy the only person I need to watch out for. Everybody else is so far down. Not much to worry about. Now here it had still been sprinkling on and off, but everybody was safe. The roads were in pretty good shape. A couple, a little rough here on the backside, but this was a really fast course. I actually hit 41 miles an hour at one point, jumping out of a corner, trying to put in some distance between myself and the rest of the group. So it was a fast course, and I know that some of the pros they averaged almost 30 miles an hour earlier or later on in the day. So I'm just following wheels here, trying to stay safe, and getting ready to put in some work again. I felt so much better after I did my time on the front and just punished some people. Everybody seemed to be a little bit calmer, and it was all a totally different feel after I had made it a little bit of a bloodbath. So here we go. It's getting a little punchy. We're coming into the second prime, and just holding wheels, and gonna go around this. It's not quite 180 degrees. There's a right hand turn, and 30 yards, whatever, not quite, and another right hand turn. I was really happy with my increased ability around the corners. I was able to maintain speed, pedal longer and sooner out of the corners, and didn't lose momentum at all. So I decided here I was just going to kind of see how it went, and the first two get the prime, so just decided to stand up and punch it, just get right behind this guy right here, and it was good enough for another prime. And here I find myself off by myself again, and I just lit it up a little bit, but people eventually caught up. And so from here on out, I was just just watching, staying up front. People were I don't know, it was just so much easier after I decided to get aggressive. Now here at the preem lap anyway, there was three laps left. Here we are on the second to last lap, and people are getting a little twitchy around the corners. And remember, all I got to do is finish. So I don't care about winning at this point, winning this particular race, but I want to get second in the GC because that's pretty cool. There's some prize money, and so I just decided I'm going to put in a big move right here. I can't get crashed if I'm on the front. If I do, it's my own fault. And so I put in some work, and I go about 3/4 of the way before I get people start coming around me. And I never got a gaff, but I just wanted to be in the front. And those guys were smart. They just rode my wheel. And anyway, came in same time as the rest of the group, and came in second GC. So really happy with how the weekend went. Anyway, thanks for watching.